I need a volunteer. It would help if he or she was between like 5 and 8 years old. Do we have anybody between 5 and 8 here tonight who would like to volunteer? All right, come on up, Eve. She can do it. Come on up. How old are you? You're 3? Well, let's pretend you get whatever's in here, but you got to come all the way up here if you don't mind. Do you mind coming up to the top? What's your name? Eve. That's Eve. Awesome, Eve. 3-year-old Eve, why don't you open this and you get whatever's inside of it. What's in there? Oh, take it. It's yours. You can keep it. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Eve. You can go back to your mommy now. Wow, let's hear it for Eve. I would bet if I asked any of you to describe what you just saw, you would likely say you saw me give a gift to a little child. And that would be true. But there's something equally important I wonder if you caught. Eve received a gift. Not only did you see me give Eve a gift, but you also saw Eve receive that gift. You know, Christmas is often described as a season of giving, but we will never truly get Christmas unless we also understand receiving. The Christmas story is not just about how blessed we are to be givers, but it's about how essential it is to see ourselves, each of us, to begin to see ourselves as receivers. You and I had little to do with that first Christmas, what God did for us in that great birth. All we could do at Bethlehem was receive. A gift from God we hardly even knew. Tonight, we walked in with a tiny, tiny baby. Babies are living icons of utter receptivity. All babies can do is receive. In the nativity story just proclaimed, this God child simply received the attention of the shepherds, the gifts of the Magi, the care of Mary and Joseph. To become capable of love, we must become capable of both giving and receiving. It is, of course, absolutely necessary to learn to give. Some of us could, quite frankly, use a little work on that giving side, huh? But probably more of us are pretty good, actually, at giving. We need help at receiving. It's tough to be on the receiving end of love, God's or anyone else's. There's a certain vulnerability, a real loss of control when you let people take care of you, pay attention to you, minister to you, touch you, listen to you, serve you. The first thing we want to do is give a gift in return. Not out of gratitude, not even out of friendship, but really out of guilt. We just feel not worthy of such generosity. We blush when we receive a compliment. How refreshing it is, isn't it, to give a compliment to someone and just have them receive it and just say thank you? And how rare that is. But we have to learn how to receive. I'm not talking here tonight about a sense of entitlement. That's nothing like true receptivity, like truly receiving. That's taken. That's taking what I think is mine, or what I think I'm owed, or what I think I earned. Oh, we are so much more comfortable in the world of earning. No, we have to learn how to receive. For receiving is the beginning of salvation. Let me say that again. Receiving is the beginning of salvation. Mary got this. Humanity is trying to get this. Well, what about you and me? Recently, I did a baptism for a friend. And after the baptism, I had joined them in their home. And after a while, he turned to me and he gave me an envelope. And the envelope felt a little fatter than usual. And I turned to him and I said, if this is anything more than a note, I'd rather you not do that. I just gave you this baptism as a gift. It was just my gift to you out of friendship. And he went back and forth with me on that, and finally I stood kind of self-righteously on it, and I said, you know, you just need to learn how to receive. Of course, I was steeped in the homily I was going to be preaching. But at that point, an 11-year-old girl on the sofa across from me in that living room turned to me and she said, Father, maybe you're the one that needs to learn how to receive. Dang. My friends, blessings from God are all around us, all the time, just waiting to be received. Perhaps someone is kind to you. You might argue, that's just my friend being kind to me. Yes, it's your friend. But ultimately, it is God loving you through that friend's kindness, through that friend's love. And so this Christmas night, might I challenge you to just a few very simple things? This Christmas, when you stand before a nativity set, or you hear the words of the old story told again, can you just hear God saying through that, do you see how much I love you? When you hear somebody affirm you or compliment you, can you let yourself hear God affirming you, God complimenting you? When you walk out of here tonight and you look up at the winter night sky or across the fields of snow that are all around us tonight, can you let God give you the gift of wonder? If you're lucky enough tonight or tomorrow to sit across the table from someone and you watch them doing the dishes or taking out the trash that night, can you get a sense of the God looking out for you all the time through the ways they are looking out for you that night? In the sympathy notes you receive from people, or when you find yourself standing at a mortuary because it's your turn, can you hear God saying to you, I'm sorry for your loss too. And I want you to know that through this sympathy note and this person who came to visit you there, I am caring for you. I care for you. I care about what's happening to you. If someone forgives you, can you let God forgive you through them? Let God give you another chance. Let God say to you that you are way more than that moral failure or that mistake. Way more. If you take time, or if you get time with a good friend, can you let God say to you through that friend you're spending time with, I want to be with you. I am with you. When a stranger shows you a kindness, can you let God serve you? Let God support you through your coworkers. Let God hug you through that next hug. Let God listen to you through the ears of your confidant. Let God move you through the creativity of a poet or an artist or a musician. And when you're eating, let God feed you. And tonight even, as you look around this Mass, this Christmas night Mass, and you see the people around you, some friends, mostly strangers perhaps to you, and you hear them singing, and you see the decorations, and most especially in this Holy Communion tonight, can you let yourself receive nothing less than God Himself here? Can you? Can you imagine? Can you even imagine if we let ourselves frame reality like this? If we let ourselves just receive these gifts from God, ultimately from God, how absolutely loved we would feel every single day, and what an absolute difference it would make in our lives. I can't imagine anything God would want for you more tonight than that. Than that you would just receive. Because that's what the giver of gifts wants. The giver of a gift only just wants the gift to be received. You know, just a little bit ago, you saw me give a gift to a little child. But if I ever do that again, if you ever see that happen again, I pray that you would not so much see that a gift maybe is being given, but that what you're really beholding is that she's receiving a gift. Because that, my friends, is essential to salvation. That she receives.